It is Severn-side derby time. It is that time of the year once again. Bristol City host Cardiff at Ashton Gate this Saturday in a crucial match, not particularly for league positions or outcomes and consequences of that sort. However, it is a crucial match for Bristol City in order to lift some confidence and obviously lift some pressure, which has been piled on Liam Manning recently after the two dismal results against QPR and Sheffield Wednesday. However, Bristol City do not have a good record of breaking teams down who are sitting at Ashton Gate, and I'm sure Cardiff will do exactly the same this weekend. Both sides are neck and neck in the league table. Can you say that? 12th and 14th, Bristol City 12th, Cardiff 14th. However, they're both on the same number of points from Middlesbrough, sat in the middle of it at 13th. However, Bristol City, this game, not necessarily massive in terms of outcomes or potentially closing the gap to 6, because that, in my opinion, is too far gone after the two recent results. However, it is important, as I said, in terms of building confidence and eradicating the past two results before that, and instilling some sort of belief within the fan base that this group of players are actually committed to the cause and are actually willing to take and win games of football. Ironically, since Cardiff beat us in the Severn-side derby earlier in the season in October, which is Nigel Pearson's last game as Bristol City manager, they've been really, really poor and have actually dropped down and probably out of the playoff contention alongside Bristol City. And for their perspective, they'll be looking at this game with not too much riding on it themselves. I'm sure they'll be looking to, get some sort of pressure off Errol Bullet and get a positive result. It's always nice to win a derby game, but in the context of these two sides' season at the moment, it's not particularly a massive game in terms of possible consequences after this one. As mentioned, the last Severn-side derby ended in a Cardiff victory. Unfortunately, it was 2-0 to the home side then. However, Bristol City, as we all possibly know, and Bristol City fans will know, had a very, very weak squad out, and Nigel Pearson was on his last legs, and ultimately that was the final straw for the board and eventually was sacked. However, Bristol City recently have been in some really, really poor form. Two really, really poor results against QPR and Sheffield Wednesday. QPR, where we just could not break down a very well-structured QPR side with some attacking quality to go with it as well. And the Sheffield Wednesday side, high on confidence, who were very clinical when they did get forward and ultimately did enough to keep us out. And themselves, a bit like QPR, very good structure, not necessarily defensive or negative in that mindset, just very good structurally. And a lot of what we can do as well, we're not necessarily a defensive side, but we have a decent defensive record. It's more about the structure and how they set up our possession. I'm sure Cardiff manager Errol Bullet would have looked at that and possibly will be setting up in a very defensive way and keeping us, at arm's length, really. And they've got very tall centre-backs in Gutas and Perry Ng and Mark McGuinness, who will, I'm sure, be very good aerially as well. So Bristol have to be careful from that perspective. Obviously, there's a narrative here with, Callum O'Dowd and Fam Marasheju both returning to Ashton Gate. Callum O'Dowd actually returned last year, lost 2-0, didn't he? Fam, though, joined Cardiff in January, hasn't scored so far, and generally has looked quite poor from what I've seen from Cardiff fans. But again, this is someone returning to their ex-side. Fam's still well liked within the Bristol City fan base, works hard for us. Scored 50 plus goals, I think, in the Bristol City shirt, which is no mean feat. So, yeah, he's still very well liked down here. But obviously that narrative is there. And with the fact that this is a derby game and the close proximity of two sides, that just further intenses the narrative. I've been hinting at it, but I do think this will be a tight game because of the fact that Cardiff will be setting up, I think, in a very good structure, and they have been working on that all season, haven't they? They did it to us at their place last season where we lost 2-0 again, and they just kept a very good structure. That was under Sabri Lamucci, not Errol Bullet, but still, same principles, really. And Bristol very, very much struggled to open them, and yeah, I'd argue we have nowhere near the capability of Alex Scott in this team as either. Scott Twine, hopefully, he's back. I'm not sure if he's going to be 100% fit, though, so I'm not sure how effective he's actually going to be in this one. Mark Sykes, hopefully, is much fitter than he was or showed against Sheffield Wednesday, and that hopefully has an impact as well. However, Bristol City just need to make sure we get out traps quickly because we need to catch Cardiff very quickly earlier on the game. Otherwise, they will sit and they're probably a side who will get better as the game goes on, and Bristol just cannot allow that because we have shown too many times this season we just cannot break teams down who sit in a good structure. We do not have the sufficient quality, and whoever you want to put that on doesn't ultimately matter. It is about fixing that, and yeah, Bristol just don't have that quality within the squad at the moment. So it's very important we get out of the traps quickly and make sure we score a goal, say, pretty early on. In terms of a score prediction, I don't think we'll score, and I don't think Cardiff will score, and I do think this will be very cagey. Two sides relatively poor form. I know Cardiff beat Stoke, but Stoke are really, really poor at the moment, and they got a clean sheet, didn't they, against Blackburn? So 4 points and 2 for them. However, Bristol City just need to make sure we shut out shop. I think we need to keep a clean sheet, and that's quite important at the moment. We just need to stop the flow of goals against us, and also we need to make sure we start scoring up the other end. But this is really important for us in terms of building confidence. I'm going to go 0-0, and I think that's the first 0-0 I've probably predicted this season. But the quality of the two sides is just lacking at the moment. Two sides meandering in mid-table, not really going anywhere. Very inconsistent, very mid-table, very championship. I think I'll go 0-0. Let me know your score predictions down in the comment section below for this edition of the Severn-side derby. I will unfortunately not be at Ashton Gate for this one. It's the second home game I've missed all season. Of course, I have to be Cardiff. I'm away in Wales, ironically. And yeah, I will be missing this game, so I'll be trying to make sure I somehow keep track of the game, maybe watch it in some capacity. Probably not going to happen though. However, yeah, got to be missing it. However, hopefully Bristol can win and yeah, take some confidence into the next game, which is Ipswich away, which is going to be very, very fun for all of us, I'm sure. Thank you very much for watching this match preview. If you have enjoyed it, hit like if you haven't already subscribed to the Annie Harris Football Channel for more Bristol City content in the future. I will see you all probably for the match review against Cardiff, which will be out on the Sunday possibly. Thank you very much for watching. Keep safe, and I will catch you all later. Cheers.